Hey guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new day bag from one of my favorite companies, Incase. So this is their new Compass Backpack, and this is from a new line that they've put out recently, which I guess is meant to just have a stylish accessories for people just moving around the city. And so I really like the look of the Compass Backpack. I think it's really stylish. I like the coloring and a lot of the details. And you know, this isn't a really big day bag, but it packs a lot of organizational options, and I was able to fit everything that I need for my everyday carry. But overall, I really enjoyed testing this bag out, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Incase Compass Backpack. So starting out with the outside of the bag, as I mentioned in the intro, the bag has a very stylish look. It's primarily made of kind of a sort of polyester material that feels pretty, I guess, you know, it feels semi-durable, but it's pretty flimsy compared to something like ballistic nylon we've seen on some of Incase's other bags, such as their Icon bag. But overall, the look is pretty nice. It has, you know, the midsection is kind of a fall type leather. It's not, you know, I wouldn't say it's real leather, but it has the appearance of leather to just give a little bit more of that stylistic aspect to it. And then all the zipper pulls have kind of a fall leather pull as well. So just adding a lot of differences to what I've seen from Incase's bags in the past. So it's a nice look and looks very modern and sleek. And you know, one thing I really love about this bag is that, you know, it's very slim and it still manages to hold a lot according to the Incase site. The bag has a capacity of about 24 liters, which is more than I would have guessed based off, you know, how big it looks. So it's really nice that they were able to fit, you know, so much space and then different pockets into such a small package. As far as how weatherproof the bag is, I haven't done any sort of in-depth testing, you know, in the rain or in water or anything like that. The material looks, you know, fairly water resistant. I definitely wouldn't want to get caught in a rainstorm with this. A lot of the zippers, you know, even though they look like they close pretty tightly, they don't really have that protective coating that I've shown on a lot of the other bags I've reviewed. Except for the accessory pocket here where the leather starts. This area right here has a little bit more of a protective coating, so it's two different zippers between this area and kind of the rest of the pockets. I don't know why they're so different. I don't know if maybe this area they gave a little bit of extra protective coating to because there's a little bit of a ridge here and maybe water can build up so it might seep through. I'm not really sure, but so this is the only zipper to me that looks like it's fairly water resistant. So the other zippers look very stylish. It reminds me a lot of a Kipling bags. If you've ever seen those, so they're, you know, they're really easy to open and close. They look high quality, but I just don't know how water resistant they would be. So that's just something to keep in mind as you're making your decision on whether this would be useful for your daily use. As far as the straps on the bag, they're very comfortable to wear. They offer a fair amount of padding. They're a little bit thinner than some of the higher end bags that Incase offers, such as the City Collection or the Icon bags. But they're still very comfortable to wear. These straps are very padded. The back also offers, the back of the bag offers a fair amount of padding as well. And from wearing it around with all the items that I carry with me on a day-to-day basis, I have to say it's really comfortable. This back paneling is really soft. It offers a fair amount of airflow, not as much as some other bags that have more elevated padding. But it's still really comfortable to wear. It feels really nice on the back. And you know, the good thing about having kind of this softer polyester material is that right out of the bag it feels very broken in, and it's very comfortable to wear immediately. So that's kind of a nice thing. So just while we're on the subject of kind of the outer appearance and a little bit of the materials that are being used to build the bag, I have to say that you know, as far as the price point, the bag costs $79 on Amazon or Incase's site. And you know, this is a little bit pricey in my opinion for the type of materials that are being used here. For just a few dollars more, you can get one of Incase's City Collection bags. So the City Compact you can find for $80 or $90. It's about the same size as this, but to me is a much higher quality bag. It looks like it's going to be a lot more durable, and just the padding that's offered on the straps, on the back, and on the laptop section is a lot higher. So that's just something to keep in mind as you're considering which bags to buy. You know, I definitely recommend looking at the Incase City Collection just to compare and just see if you can afford to spend a few more dollars and you really want an Incase bag. That might be worth checking out. On the front, the bag has just kind of one simple zipper compartment here. It's just a horizontal compartment that stretches across the whole horizontal distance of the bag. And here I just, at the moment, have my sunglasses. But you know, as you can see from my hand, it goes all the way across, and then the height of this pocket is, you know, about half the height of the bag. So it goes from about here to here. So just a nice pocket that you can add things that you need to access quickly. On the top of the bag, it has a quick access pocket that's lined with like a nice soft lining. So in here I just have, you know, my mouse, and I have a charger. But I think this is a really good pocket to use for your phone and for sunglasses, or, you know, anything delicate that you may have. As you can see here, the pocket is lined with this really soft material, which is nice, and it's going to keep your items protected and scratch free. On the bottom half of the front of the bag, there's an additional pocket in this leather section, which has a few organizational options. As I had mentioned earlier, this is the one zipper on the bag that I feel has a fair amount of protection against the elements. So as you can see, it has kind of a little bit of a seal here to help keep water out. And this is a really nice pocket as far as, you know, the organizational options that it offers and the space. I was able to fit in here a full-size moleskin notebook, and then on the inside it also has two slip pockets that you can use to organize different accessories. So I have my MacBook charger in one of the slip pockets, and then here's what the pocket looks like, you know, when it's empty. I was able to fit an external battery in that same pocket as well, so it's pretty deep, and it's pretty good size. As you can see, I can fit my whole hand in here very comfortably. And then on the other side, there's another slip pocket, and you know, here I just have my GoPro. That's just more for size comparison, and as you can see, these are about the same size. I can fit my hand into this one as well. And they're just a nice way to keep things organized. You know, if without these pockets, this would just be kind of a big area where everything would be floating loosely. So it's nice to be able to kind of divide them into the different slip pockets. And then on top of that, it also has a keychain holder, which I really like when bags include this as well. So here I just have a Gerber shard. That's one of my favorite multi-tools to carry with me on a daily basis or when I travel. And then the keychain holder is actually really nice. If you saw my video last week with the Air Flight Pack, you may remember that I was complaining that the keychain loop that they offered on that bag is made out of a cheap kind of plastic, and it was a little bit difficult to open. So this is the type of keychain loop that I really like. I've seen this on Incase bags and on a lot of Timbuktu bags, and it's kind of a more metal, more quality feeling, and it's really easy to just clip your keys in and out of there or any other accessories you want to use. So it's really nice that they included kind of this nicer clip to help give the bag a little bit more premium feel. So moving on to the main compartment of the bag, you know, this is a nicely sized compartment. As I mentioned earlier, it's 24 liters. So I was able to easily fit everything that I carry with me on a day-to-day basis. And on top of that, this main pocket offers some good organizational options as well. So just starting out with the front flap of the bag, one thing you'll notice is that the quick access pocket from the top, the soft felt line one, actually comes into this main pocket. So if you fill this up completely, it will drape into this area. So it's just something to keep in mind as you're organizing everything. But on the inside flap, there's also two slip pockets. So in one of them here, I just have my external hard drive that I like to carry with me to just hold on my files and stuff. And then there are also 3 pen holders, or, you know, place to put your stylus. They're pretty deep, and, you know, it's just really nice to be able to have somewhere to put that so it doesn't float around. And then on the other side, there's just another slip pocket, and here I just have an extra external battery. But you can put your laptop charger in here maybe, or you can put a hard drive in there. So, you know, they're just pockets to help keep things organized, and they offer a lot of flexibility in what you can actually put in there. And then, you know, in the main compartment, I just kind of have everything laid out. So I have my, you know, Bag Smart organizer where I keep all my cables and stuff. And then I have my water bottle inside the bag. Unfortunately, with this bag, Incase has continued their tradition of not including water bottles on their bags. I guess it wouldn't really match with kind of the sleek look of the bag, but I do wish that they had included one. So in this case, I'm able to fit the water bottle easily into the bag. But, you know, similar to the complaint that I had with the Air Flight Pack, I don't like putting my water bottle in a bag where it's in the same pocket as the laptop. You know, I think that's always a little bit dangerous for spills. So just slight complaint, but not a deal breaker at all. In this compartment, I also have my Incase accessory organizer. So I have, you know, extra chargers in here, mice, you know, just random accessories. And then I have my Beats Solo Wireless 2. And, you know, I still have my book. So, you know, plenty of space here to fit anything you might need. If you don't carry as many random accessories as I do, you might be able to fit a lunch in here, or maybe a sweater or something like that. So it's just kind of a big area for you to be able to pack however you feel most comfortable. And then on the other side of this pocket, you have a slip pocket here. which you can use to put your tablet. I have my iPad mini here. But you could put documents in here as well. You can put a full-size tablet. The one thing to note about this is that this is not a padded compartment. This isn't a padded tablet sleeve. This is pretty much just a piece of felt or a piece of material that just helps keep things divided, but doesn't really offer any sort of protection. So just something to keep in mind. And then moving on to the laptop compartment. So this, according to the specifications on their site, this bag is meant to hold up to a 15-inch MacBook Pro. I currently have the 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro here, the older version. And I know a 15-inch would fit in here, but as you can see, the 13-inch is already coming up close to the top of this protective area here. So although it would fit, it may come up a little bit higher than the actual sleeve itself. So that's just something to keep in mind. The back of this area here is lined with a nice felt, soft felt lining, just like that accessory pocket that we looked at earlier. So this is really soft material that's going to prevent your laptop from getting scratched. The inside of the laptop pocket also has the same soft lining to help prevent scratching. And it's really nice when the bags have this. It makes it a lot easier to think about carrying your laptop without having a case when you have this kind of soft material to help keep it safe. The one thing I did notice about this bag is that even though it does have a laptop sleeve, this isn't very padded. So it's nice that it has the felt lining, but it's really soft. As you can see here, as I'm touching it, it bends very easily, and it's pretty thin. So it doesn't offer as much protection as I've come to expect from Incase's bags. So if you were to compare this to the Incase Icon packs or the City Collection, the laptop sleeve in those bags is much more padded. It's a lot thicker, and it offers the same felt lining. So you're getting a much higher quality laptop compartment on those bags than you are with this one. And this is still not a cheap bag, as I mentioned earlier. At $79, it's still a pretty pricey bag. And I've seen offerings not just from Incase, but from Timbuk2 and even from the Tiger New bag that I reviewed a while back, offering more protective laptop compartments for either the same price or even less money. So something like a Timbuk2 Q bag has is a very stylish bag that also offers a really solid laptop compartment as opposed to kind of this more flimsy one. So if you like the look of the bag, of this bag, that makes sense. It's really stylish and cool. However, if you're looking for something that's really going to protect your devices, there may be some better options out there. So overall, I like that this is a little bit of a smaller bag, but that it still manages to offer a lot of different pockets and ways to keep your stuff organized. This is a perfect size for just carrying all the essentials that you need for your day-to-day. It's not really going to hold a lot of extra clothing or things like that. It's not necessarily the best for use as like a gym bag or for a travel bag, but for just moving around the city or for going to the office, it's really stylish. It has a lot of pockets and organizational options. It feels really comfortable to wear, and it just comes with that Incase brand name, which is always a good thing. And so as far as the price, I was able to get this on Amazon for around $79 to $80. Just among all the different day bags that I've reviewed recently on this channel, I did the Division pack a few weeks ago from Timbuk2, and that's about $120. And then Incase actually has their own Icon Slim backpack, which I reviewed, and they also have the Icon Light, which are both a little bit more expensive than this. So they're $100 for the Icon Light and $120, $150 for the Icon Slim, depending on where you buy it. So those are a little bit higher quality bags, and they offer a little bit more protection and features. And so this is kind of a more entry-level offering from Incase at $79. And although the bag is really stylish and has a lot of pockets, and it's still a good quality, you can definitely feel a difference in the materials that were used between this bag and Incase's higher end bags. Those feel a little bit thicker. They feel like they're going to last a little bit longer, and the laptop compartments and things like that are more padded. So this is definitely a more affordable option if you don't care as much about having kind of that thicker padding, or if you just like the styling a little bit better. This bag also, I think, compares pretty well to the Lepacker Tiger New backpack that I did a little while back. And that bag was about $35 to $40. So that's a little bit cheaper than this one. So this kind of falls really in the middle of all the different day bags that I've reviewed on the channel. So if you want something, you know, really affordable that's a similar styling and size, you know, the Lepacker and Tiger New backpack is a good option. If you want something that comes from a better known brand that is going to offer a little bit more quality and maybe durability, you know, the Compass Backpack is definitely a good option at $79. And then if, you know, you want something that's of even better quality, offers a little bit more protection for your devices, or you just want to make sure that it's going to last you a little longer, then I might take a look at the higher end offerings from Incase, such as the Icon packs, or the higher end offerings from companies such as Timbuktu. So just some different factors to think about, but at $79, not cheap, but it's not super expensive either, so it offers a nice balance. As I mentioned, you can get it on Amazon, and I'll include a link below to where you can get it. And if you guys found this review useful, please go ahead and give us a like. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And thank you guys so much.